Conquest and colonization. The history of nearly every civilization is marked with several conflicts. While there are a number of other things that one can take into account when considering the history of a group, conflicts have traditionally been given the most attention when addressing important moments of a civilization. Perhaps the limited temporality of these wars and battles makes for easier historical documentation, or perhaps the significant, tangible impact on human affairs makes these conflicts central to historical study. Regardless of the cause, history is typically marked and remembered by the battles that took place between the peoples of the world. Wars and battles take place when one nation or people invade the territory of another nation or people. This invasion can be marked with bloodshed, but a territory may cede to another nation if it feels outnumbered. Alternatively, a nation's government may not want to cede to an invading nation, but the people may choose to do so if they are discontent with the current ruling body. Most invasions are met with discontent, which usually results in warfare and bloodshed. Conquests occur when an invading nation successfully invades and defeats another nation or people. Following a conquest, a number of things may occur. If the invasion was prompted by aggression of the defeated country, it may be forced to disarm. A defeated country may also be asked to pay for the expenses incurred during the war by countries involved. Finally, the victor may seize all or part of the defeated nation. In these circumstances, a new government is installed in order to keep order in the region. The process of imposing a new authority in a region to benefit the invading country is a process called colonization. One of the best examples of colonization is the expansion of the Roman nation. After defeating a people, the Romans would install a government for the new nation. They would also incorporate many of the defeated people's customs into their own. This would create a relationship with the conquerors that would discourage rebellion or resistance. Nonetheless, the process of colonization can be difficult as assimilating a people into a new culture is challenging. If a conquest is a military process, then the colonization that may follow is a truly political venture. Winning the hearts and minds of a defeated people has proven difficult in the past. With the advent of the modern era, trade has increased between nations. Thanks to globalization, foreign markets are opening up to businesses. In this new global environment, a new era of colonization is taking place, called neo-colonialism. In the colonial world before the 20th century, a country was usually ruled with military might. Control via direct military might has come under fire recently since it is usually oppressive and unethical. As such, many European nations that once had colonies all over the world have been forced to give back control to the people of the defeated nation. However, many have observed that the economic ties traditional colonialism created have continued to exist even though power has technically been ceded to the people. While a nation may be technically free of colonial bonds, it will still rely upon previous rulers in order to maintain the country's economic well-being. Furthermore, powerful countries may manipulate the government with bribes of money to ensure that economic conditions remain favorable to them. Neo-colonialism has faced harsh criticism from opponents. Many have argued that the puppet governments installed with a foreign nation's money are just as oppressive as the colonial regimes themselves once were. Conquests and colonization can be directly linked to the layout of the current global environment. The past military victories and subsequent occupations have shaped the world that we live in today. Understanding the process of conquests and colonization is a key part of understanding the history of the world at large. Further, considerations of past and future conditions that arise from these processes are important in informing economic and political policy. There has been progress as well. Today, more people are aware of the problems and issues that accompany colonization and are taking a stand against it.